Okay, we're live. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my GTNH stream, Garden of Grind, episode 20, 19, 20. I think I should get better at tracking this thing. Okay, so last time, which was a few days ago, we set up a coke oven. Almost fully mined another cobblestone sphere, build a very important steam machine, which is a steam macerator. You may ask why is it important? It is because we can get a lot of iron with this by just macerating things. I guess it's quite expensive. It takes 160 steam per second, whereas I only produce about 120 per second, so it's not negative. But sometimes, I mean, from time to time, we can shove a bunch of iron close into this thing. It's gonna spit out some iron ingots for us, which we need 72 of, as far as I know. Yep, this is the quest I want to achieve today. Complete, I mean. 7. So then we wait for some time. And also, yes, I'm probably going to build a... what do you call this? Oh, actually, this little spot has 80% humidity. So I think this is where I'm going to build my water tank. Yeah, I want to build a water tank because I want to have infinite water, and I'm tired of running around with my buckets to get water from these spheres. Of course, it's also super free, but it's very clunky, you know. Not really reliable. Also, I was thinking about moving my machines back to closer to the farm, because I can't stand the fact that while I'm here doing my business, these guys there just don't spawn, you know? I hate that. I see something burning up there. Probably means there's a skeleton, a Spitfire skeleton or whatever they called. And I really want to be able to grab experience whenever I want. I mean, off cooldown. I don't want to come there and wait for some time until I get it, you know. It's counterintuitive, I would even say. So, but again, moving just the machines there is a no-brainer, it's no problem. But the entire storage again, and when I do it, I need to be able to make sure that the thing is safe, that there will be no explosions or anything. And right now, it's impossible to ensure, because whatever I did and whatever I do, there's still ender creepers that teleport around, wreaking havoc everywhere they can. I tried to block the maximum amount of spots for them, but they still appear, and I don't know what causes it, you know. How do I get off this thing? And these villagers, they're so obsolete, you know. I don't want to deal with them. I want to just, you know, get rid of all of them, you know. Kind of forget about this thing. I can get a bunch of tier breaking trades like Simmering Comb. It's gonna allow me to go further. now we're working with iron. And while it's macerating up out there, we're just gonna go grab some experience. Hopefully get some more copper, because really need that. There are some levels, but they're from us being here earlier. You never get experience when you're far away from here. Like, if you're standing there where my coke oven is, you don't get any experience. You don't make the mobs spawn, you know. You don't make them fall. They don't want to do that. They just stand still even if they're there, which I doubt they are. But 128 blocks, so that's how they spawn, the radius. So they're probably there, they just don't move. Thus, they don't get destroyed, killed, thus no experience. And for us to be able to get experience, we have to be somewhere in the vicinity of this thing. At least I think, somewhere here. 32 or 24 blocks or something. That's when they begin to fall, begin to aggro, begin to move. You can hear them die now. So moving this thing is a great idea. I mean, the storage and all the machines, putting them somewhere close to the skeleton area is totally viable. But again, let's just observe this whole area and see if they're ever. I mean, if creepers are gonna spawn again, the ender ones, if they're gonna teleport. We learned that they teleport by falling into water. That's in these 4 directions. Yeah, that's the guy. That's our guy. That was our guy. It was just like, I saw the particles and I immediately realized that the guy's spawned. He's like, he's totally able to teleport around. This farm is not really effective. Should be more effective than that. But we don't really want to sidetrack from our main goal, which is getting iron. Here's 8 more. There's 19 there, so there's 27 there, and 25 here. I'm getting closer to all this, to the completion of the quest. Almost macerated my wrench. I know that's probably not possible, but it's close to doing it. And I'll probably need to, I think I should get this 48 ingot quest. I think it's a must for us, and 1610 ingot, because it opens up the quest of making bronze, which leads us directly to you shall proceed to the next tier. And even though I can probably go ahead and just don't do it, I really want to get to the next tier with all these guys, you know. It's really, really important. I remember there's some berry quests somewhere lying around. Oh yeah, I was thinking about getting myself a BBF because that gives us concentrated essence berry, exactly what we need. But for that we need 1,000 clay. $72 gypsum. It's possible with XP buckets. Yeah, it's pretty much brick dust. Well, brick dust is just macerating bricks, right? Clay dust is just from clay. Also, yeah, this one, calcite. Almost possible to do as well. 72. 144 buckets. Stone dust is even easier than that. Quartz sand 2. This quest is not unlocked until I get to compressing stuff quest, which is in Steam right here. Well, we're obliged to gather 48 copper ingots, whether we want it or not. And to do that effectively, we're gonna need to constantly be around this thing. Man. I also think I should probably start crops soon. Interesting look at the furnace Wyla. It counts the general burn time, I think. So I think I'm gonna start crops. What if there's a better way of getting essence berries by just crisscrossing a bunch of things? And this will allow me to stay closer to the farm, thus getting more experience. Oh yeah, I'll start my crops as soon as I get this quest. Yeah, and I get my... Well, I need sugar canes, man. Golden carrot, pumpkin pie. Either of those things are good. Is good. Then there's doors. They give you more doors. Barrels, drawers, tanned leather, crowbar. Steel instruments. Oh, tools, I mean. Very good. unstable induced matic. I think this guy has infinite durability. I know that. And I could probably put it in a farm. So we need to think about the quest. It's pretty hard to achieve considering the amount of things I need to gather. But it's gonna pay itself off once I get my unstable induced matic. But it's not earlier. It's not before I get the Ender Eye multifarm or whatever that's called, where you put this unstable matic and it sort of works forever. Yeah, quest is done. Let's get the golden carrot. All done already. Zucchini bake. Okay, crops. No crops. Crops. Okay, first of all, not the crops, but the water tank thing. Okay, 26 if I remember correctly. Yes. A bunch of wood and 26 is 52 iron rod, 52 ingots, and 52 sticky resin. And I think I had a quest that could give me like a stack of it, of those sticky resins. Yeah, I got it. So we just need 50 backpacks, and I get those things by killing mobs. Can you kill mobs? Kill all the things. Zombie, skelly, creeper, slimes. Don't count. So we need 2 quests. Let's go ahead and try to get something going. Also, it's important to have a farm with monsters because they give you armor that you can macerate and get some bonus materials, ingots. So the skeletons are not dying. The zombies aren't dying. What do I do? How do I complete the quest? Do I destroy my... Well, realistically, we can only get skeletons by reviving our skeleton farm, but it's only 25 explorer coins. Precarious, hello man. What up? We're not reached yet. Again. But I'm now, I'm aiming at getting the water tank for my infinite water. I found a little spot close to my storage where there is like 80% humidity, and I think that's gonna go great. So I just want to have this little backlog of water in my base, so I wouldn't have to run all the way to the cobblestone spheres. Also, I still don't know, but I don't like the layout of my farm, my mob farm, and how far away from this mob farm my main base is, because all my storage is essentially about 70 or 80 blocks away from the farm, and most of my time I'm spending there. And while I'm there, mobs don't really seem to fall into the farm. They don't accumulate, and they don't get me experience, which leaves me with nothing but staying here to get anything. And while I'm just standing here doing nothing, waiting for experience, I'm wasting my time. So, like, I've been contemplating on about moving my base. Yeah, essence berries are great, but there's a thing about them that I've just thought about recently, is the fact that these mobs that you kill with a farm, they also give you a lot of different types of armor, which you can smelt and macerate into real ingots. Like you could see 1 stack plus 20 of iron ingots that I got. All of that is simply from macerating armor, you know? I didn't even use a single trade. So essence berries really lose in that regard, unless you have like a field of 16 chunks where you could just basically run around and continuously gather all the essence berries, turn them into experience, and then turn them into XP buckets, and then get this flow of iron. Oh, so you did. Well, I think I'm going to do that as well. But again, look, iron leggings just fell, just dropped from a mob. It's 7 iron dust. So how long do you have to wait to get 7 iron dust in an XP berry field? But I understand your idea. I thought about that as well. But for now, I don't even have any XP berries. So to me, it's sort of like it's something I can do at the moment. I think I'm going to scale on berries as soon as I get my as soon as I get a few quests going, because right now I can get essence berries. There's a quest for that, which is by building BBF, and I'm going to do, I think, that. But this quest is locked behind some progression in Steam Age. Yeah, I'm gonna start bees as soon as I get sugarcane bred out, so I could get cocoa beans. And I'm gonna start spamming arrows. Cookie arrows. Yeah. That's also important. This is what I think about everything in this game. Like, I can't be asked to deal with any of that. I don't play with protection. I still play on hard difficulty without any mob griefing blocks or whatever, so you saw me having problems with it, but now I think I'm mostly okay. Sometimes I do have ender creepers running around my base, and I don't know what to do with that. It's also very dangerous, because if you look at them, they can just skyrocket your base very quickly. So it's not safe. Thus, I'm still thinking about leaving my main storage there so that they never get to the main storage unless I look at them from the distance. No, no. So I'm going to destroy all the torches there and get back to farming skeletons. I need 10 of them to finish the quest for some coins. Of course, the first one is the wither one. Broken spawners, you get them from, well, in like a real world and in overworld, you get them. Oh, you're saying there's a way to get them without a... Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It's like one of the sapling grows into a tree and then there's like a spawner underneath that tree. And as soon as you break it, it's like a broken spawner, I think. That's the idea. Okay, the skeletons are killed. I got my... Got my stuff from them. What is FTBIES? Oh. By getting it updated, did you just do it yourself, or is it like intended, an intended way of updating this mod pack, or did you just shove in all the GTNH stuff there so that you'd feel better? Okay. It's like you're trying to play GTNH without playing GTNH. It's like you have work and you promise your wife to stop working while you're on vacation, but then after 4 days you're like back into your laptop doing some stuff for your company. Not in the office, but again, something. So it's still that sort of. Ah, you mean the quality of life mods? Well, that's some interesting information. Well, how do I roll out of this situation? What should I say? Congrats, I guess? No? Or good for you? Or... well... When people talk about expert packs, what do they mean by the word expert? I know they're like magical packs, or mod packs, then there are like technical packs, survival RPG packs, but what is an expert pack? So basically GTNH. I think I'm going to open my chimney here and try to kill mobs that fall, hoping that some of them are zombies, and then getting a bunch of good things from them. I mean the quest, I need to complete the quest. I hope that no mob with explosive qualities and 100 HP falls here, because I won't be able to kill it easily. Oh, suddenly I got 11 levels out of that. I have to be really careful here. It's so interesting, guys. It's like precarious, and I think I can apply it to every one of my viewers. You guys all are like the keepers of this lore, you know, like you know everything about all the mod packs of this game, and it's like you're jumping back and forth between different mod packs and like playing all of it. Like you rate it. You're saying like this mod pack is S tier, this one isn't. But I'm like, am I the only guy that's never played anything else but GTNH? Because 10 years ago or 12 years ago, I specifically played Industrial Craft 2. That was my only thing that I liked. And then I did not play any of the Minecraft, but the classical one, and a part of RL Craft, I guess, and some of one of the Skyblocks, I guess, but like for a couple weeks, and that was it. So, to me, it's a bit strange. It's like you guys, you've been through all of it, you know? Like, and I'm like trying to talk to you, and you're like going, oh, have you tried FTB? FTB, what is it, like Feed the Beast? What the hell's Feed the Beast? Who feeds the beast? Who's not feeding the beast? What is this name even? It's like there's so many questions I have. To me, all of that is just names, you know? Just nicknames for something I don't understand. It's like I'm pretty confident in what I'm doing. yeah, you see, even your joke, it's sort of even your joke is something I think it's laughable at, but I don't quite get the. Is this the idea that FTB is like a very bad resource? What is it? What is FTB? Is this like CurseForge type of deal, or what is it? Is it a mod? Is it a bunch of dudes doing something to Minecraft to make it better or make it worse? Feeding an addition. Okay. Feeding an addiction. Oh, so you're addicted to Minecraft and you can't stop playing, and once it becomes too boring, you create GregTech. And that GregTech is somehow based on FTB. Yeah? No? Oh. Who do you have to be friends with to know all this? To know the lineage and timings of all the mods and mod packs and what went after what? And I wouldn't call IC too hard. I played it when I was like like a little brat. I didn't know anything about anything and just played the game. I think I played up until the molecular transformer. I believe there was a thing back then that looked like actually a deprecated one. Look, advanced solar panels. It looked exactly like this. And then after I played IC2 for some time, I kind of quit it. And then whenever I tried to get back to it, I couldn't find the mod pack. But by the time I tried to find it, there was like some Greg tag going on, and I was like, "Who the hell's Greg?" Like I just didn't like the name Greg. I was like, "Okay, some dudes just made another IC2, but I want my IC2 back." I tried to find it, but I realized that it was not supported anymore, and it had grown into something different. You know, the time I was trying to look at it to find it. So, and over time, I stumbled across a sky block with bonsai trees, which is with like sky what's it called? Sky Factory, Sky something. I don't know. That's where you begin your Sky Factory, I think, yes. And then after that, I played a few weeks of Sky Factory, and then after that, I went and got myself into some Nomi Factory. What's important is I didn't first play Omni Factory. I went straight to Nomi Factory for some reason. It's where the coins are, you know, and the newer version of GregTech. And what I liked about Nomi Factory, I think I told it already in my stream, is that I could stack solar panels on top of each other, and I had those like batteries of solar panels, you know. That was great. And what I also liked is how it's like when you look at like this GregTech New Horizons, when you look at the Wayla of any generator or anything else, or like even in like a capacitor, you know, you see that your energy levels change every second, you know, basically every 20 ticks. But when you played Nomi Factory, your energy levels and everything connected to the energy, it changed every tick. So you had this seamless, very good, flowy sort of like digits and numbers, and I really like this idea of it's like you're playing a game at 1,000 FPS, you know, that kind of thing. And I don't like that this, I guess it's the version of GregTech itself that all the numbers, yeah, the machine UI, sort of, yes. I mean, the Wayla, you know, this mod that whenever you, yeah, it's like when you face the furnace and you see that there's like a little blackish bluish thing appears in the corner of your screen or on top if you set it up like this. And when it shows you energy, and it's really like not just numbers that they try to backport some time ago, because even before the version 2.5, I guess in GTNH you didn't have numbers, you had nothing on Wayla. Now you have this. Now you have numbers, but they move every second, and I want it to be every at least every tick or something. So and they also had this in Omni Factory. They also had this energy bar, and the progression bar that also moved very seamlessly and very liquidy. I don't know that the real. I don't know what to call it, but it was really. It's like I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So I played Nomi Factory for some time. I got to some, not the first tier, not the last tier, but I was starting to get the first, like, there's like a box, like a multi-block that had spaceships inside, sort of like a simulation or something. And once I got that, I realized that, okay, it's a really great mod pack. But then again, I was like, there's something missing. Like, there's, like, something is like scratching at the back of my head, like GTNH, like with whispers, and I was like, what the hell is this game? And I started reading social media, and I realized that lots of people were saying that GTNH is basically a lot broader, a lot bigger than the Nomi Factory, and it's like the true GregTech experience. So I quit Nomi Factory. I went to Greg, and I had my ups and downs there, especially with the energy, because I couldn't get it to work like it worked in Nomi Factory. I remember in Nomi Factory I could use a robot arm to move items in stacks, in the amount of stacks. Like you can set up filters and stuff. But in this GregTech in GTNH, you can't do anything with the robot arms. They're just stupidly bad, you know. I think Greg himself must sort of descend from the skies and admit his not like loss, but the fact that the mod that he continues to develop, the GregTech, he's so far away with it that the dudes just don't play it, you know? People play this version, so he must probably come back to all this, what we have here, because the community is here. Not the GT6 or whatever he's trying to get. But maybe he should, like, consider working for this mod pack. I mean, I'm probably super stupid saying that. Why is this dude out? Oh, of course you did that. Oh my god, of course he did that. Oh my god. Content is coming, guys. My farm is burning. He shot these fiery arrows on the way down, like a FU note, seconds before he was dead. Skeleton. That I don't know how the hell did he even get there? Everything is blocked. Did he just clip out of those walls or something? Does Greg know about all this, about GTNH, that it what it turned out to be, and that his mod is like the core of this mod pack, and that almost 100,000 people play it, considering the numbers in Discord, on Discord. So Precarious, you even know that? Are you his friend or something? Or maybe he says, like, maybe he posted somewhere. So you are the lore keeper. You know everything about this thing. I mean, I also search for stuff, see conversations on Discord and stuff, but I never catch anything important. And you're like, you know everything. I know why he thinks that the mod pack is stupid, is because probably because they fused it with magic, I think. I don't even have to listen to the guy to know what he's talking about, because there's no other explanation and no other reason why he would hate the game. Yeah, compatibility is one thing, but the wishes of the developer is the other, you know? Like maybe he's making the game compatible with magic, but maybe he doesn't want that to happen. Okay. Well, then what's the reason he thinks that the mod pack is stupid? Oh, that thing. Well, it's not stupid. It's just not what he likes, you know? And again, if you wanted to make everything super realistic, why do we need him? Oh, I mean, I probably who there's like this guy, he plays Supersymmetry. My viewer Jay, I think his name is, probably, and he says that this Supersymmetry mod pack is a lot more difficult than the Greg Tech. Yeah, I can agree. I wouldn't say so. I mean, speaking in terms of architecture of the multi-block, yes. I mean, the visuals of that is just like an enhanced version. But speaking from the standpoint of getting parallels, and that is a cool mechanic that a player that plays the game would never even think about. If you were a first-time player in GTNH and you like build one electric blast furnace, and you're like, wow, cool, but it's sort of slow. What do I do to make it faster? And you learn that you can OC that by building a next tier hatches, but again, to get there you need a lot of time, and you realize that, well, it's just not cutting it. And by some at this moment you go on Discord and see people building 4 EBFs at the same time, and I'm like, why do you do it? Like, can't you just go for like a mega blast furnace already? So this is a pretty cool idea. Maybe they need to change the way it looks, turn it into something more interesting. The laziest and the ugliest multi-block, I believe, is probably the mega. What's that, like? I forgot. It's like distillation tower. No, the one that's usually is thin and small and can have like 11 layers. But there's a mega multi-block of that kind, and it's just like 16 blocks thick, and goes all the way up to the sky. No, QFT. Right now, if you played the game recently on later tiers, you know that QFT is not only about the TPA saving, it also has recipes. Let me show you. It also has viable recipes that you can't progress further without. So it sort of seamlessly transitions into not just okay. I talked enough. I was punished by a drowned creeper and his cobblestone business. Oh, backups. 26, 48. 20 minutes ago. I'm not gonna do a backup. I'll think about not doing it. Are you a developer yourself? How do you know all this? Corms, hi. I'm glad you're here because it's been a while since you visited my stream. And we welcome Corms by this incredible visual of my mob farm being blown up by a cobblestone creeper. Yikes. Is that the word? Well, the farm is safe. No, it's totally safe. No blocks were destroyed, I think, because most of them are colored bricks, which are immune to. I just don't like these black dudes, and I don't like the water that's there now. So yeah, I'm just gonna load it back up. I don't mind. So 20 minutes wasted. Oh my god, 20 minutes. So, what was I doing 20 minutes ago? I was trying to complete zombie quest, and that's pretty easy to do. And then nothing else. Let's go ahead and do that. It's gonna take us nothing more than a few minutes. So this just happened, and I don't know how this and why this creeper blew up, since I was behind the wall and he couldn't directly see me. I don't know. That's the flaw of this thing. So I'm just gonna open this thing again. Kill the dudes. Oh. Well. That's a predicament. How do I... I think he's the one that pulls you in and blows the shit up. Yeah, Quarms, you're how do I... let's just wait. So if I were somebody... Yeah, he's farming me. I wish I could. Oh, there's I'm standing on a wood slab. Does it mean... No, it doesn't. I mean, he's gonna... Once I break the block, he's just gonna march right into this thing and deal with me. I have a chance of killing him since I got Smite 4 and Pain 2, which is probably more damage than the usual sword, so I have a chance of hitting him with like 2 hits, precise hits, and then, so do we do it, or do we, or do we, I don't know, just think about something else. Yeah, I think I'm gonna risk it, but you guys have to be careful about believing in me, because I have obvious skill issues. And I might not just be able to hit the guy because he's just gonna go left or right. And obviously you're gonna laugh at me. But if you were in my position, you would also miss, because you never know when the guy moves left or right and you can hit it, right? Because obviously this is his hitbox. You want to go right there and hit it in the face. But once I break this thing, the guy can just jerk left or right, like, and I won't be able to do anything with it. I'm just predicting what's gonna happen, you know? So, let's go. Whoa, it was a one-hit thing. Yeah, probably I should. But you know, it's me being me. So not really an option here. Did I get the skeleton quest? I mean the zombie quest, almost. Already got 6. I think when the farm is opened like this, there is a way. There are many ways of making many things better than I have now. But I'm a one player. I'm a single player. I'm one guy, and I can do all of it. You know, I need a lot of resources to do that. So I think that by breaking this block and manually killing the mobs, I get a lot more experience. Just a thought. But it's a lot more dangerous. But again, what's not dangerous if I was just blown up by a drowned creeper while standing here at near a closed chimney? It's the Botania one. Without even looking at it, I suppose it's blaze rods. Patches one after the other. Oh, absorption hopper. You gotta think of a different name. I can't search that. Hopper. Ah, vacuum hopper, you mean. It needs obsidian and enderpearl plate, which is LV. No questions asked. LV, yeah. We all went through it, we already thought about it. Yes, there might be, but we do not know that. You don't like me doing the manual recipes? Even if I could, I just want I don't want to do it. That's my answer. Forestry. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. These planks of wood. Unless I get a bookshelf somehow. So we completed the quest. They are, yes. But I still don't want to do it, you know? I know what this thing does. I played with it. I don't have, you know, there's so many things. No, I have a compressor. I needed it for my spikes. It's just that there's so many things in my head right now on what I should do in the game. It's like I go there and you guys give me different pieces of advice, and I'm like, who should I listen? My heart, myself, or some dudes who probably know how to play the game better, but it's not me, it's them. Well, Quorms, I wouldn't say it's Steam Age. Yeah, and Mob Farm is not stable at all. There's so many things to do, and I I get frustrated by that, but I think I'm prepared to fight it because it's not my first playthrough, I would say. I've already been there and done that. Well, not in a GOG form, but it's more or less the same. So, let me claim this thing. I'm gonna try to play like an esports player. I know what to do, and I will do it really fast. Okay, so I'm getting 50 backpack coins, and I'm buying sticky resin with that. 64. And with that on my hands, I'm going to make a water tank. But before... No, I don't, and I won't. I don't want to have patches until I get name tags. That's my conviction. I had them, and I hated having them. That they die, and there's no real way of make them stay unless you block their inventory and then you trade all the items back and then put items back again. It's all very flimsy, you know. I don't want that. So, yep. So what I need is a file. Yes, it is. It's LE plus glue. So I said 52 iron rods. I need a file. File is a stick plus 2 plates. Greg does not be like that because Greg doesn't like GTNH. He never even looks at the guys that play the game. So, guys, your dude is fine. He's not been consumed by it. By the almighty Greg, because Greg doesn't even look in that direction. As far as I know. Greg won't even fart in the direction of GTNH, to be honest. Based on the rest of the info I got. Yeah, he knows, but Precarious says that Greg not like hates the game, but he doesn't like the game at all. He thinks it's stupid or something. I don't like to operate my facts based on Precarious's facts, because he might also be operating on somebody else's facts, and this whole like radio or whatever. Yeah, I think he does like the game up until LEV or something, right before you get the fusion. So I'm not playing stupid, and of course I'm not building my water tank on the floor Because the bottom part of it's supposed to have like a pipe coming out of it, right? Or is it? It probably doesn't matter. I think the pipe can come from any side for later use. I think the output is from any side. Of course, it's not explained anywhere. Thank you. I think it can go from any direction. Whatever. Let's just build it. Guys, you can congratulate me on my first water tank that has 8.0 rate of humidity. Yeah, Corms, that's what we thought about. That's what we thought about. Maybe it's the bottom center. Maybe I'll rebuild it later. As far as I know, you don't lose the total amount of water unless you break like 50% of blocks or something, so I'll probably be able to just move the layers up a bit. So crazy that nobody plays it. So the water tank is built. So this average guy, is he insane because he built EOH? Multiples of them? Oh, you mean he plays it really fast? Okay. Okay, I think it's time to start up my Thaumcraft. Well, the idea of active transformers is that you turn all the entanglement of your wires into one very compact setup, you know? You just have to have around 10 to 15 to 16 to 20 boxes of transformers around your base, and from each box the different types of wires will be, you know, going away from. So it's better than running a single wire and then splitting it into like just transformers. So the earlier you can do that, the better for your for the look of your base, you know. I remember I was running like osmiridium cables plus the green little ones, which was something like HSS steel or H something steel, and then some other LUV wires, and all of these cables, they were running along, so like it's like they were in packs of 3 or 4, and every time I had to you know take one wire and go around the other wire with it, you know, and all this entanglement created a real mess under the floor of my base, is where I put all my wires. Infinity wires bullshit. Don't do it. First of all, it's a waste of resources, and when you can get it at a very stable rate, so you can allow yourself to build a whole base with infinity wires, and then by that time you already have better ways of moving your energy, because now you don't just have the active transformers, you have the mirrors. Of course they're later tier, but still you can turn things around. Again, active transformers were nerfed in 2.6. It's when they made it like you can't have a million amps of ZPM power, for example, because it's gonna be I mean, what I looked at the infinity wires and I thought, yeah, that's a cool idea to have like a max amperage and stuff. But then I realized how much I needed this infinity, and the only way to get it was and is through a Variscia crafting table, mostly. And it's a very slow recipe. It requires millions of diamond dust. Thus you it's like, it's in theory it looks good, this infinity wiring system, but in reality I remember thinking that in no way I could do it. My base was so huge that I'm gonna require like 10,000 infinity ingots, which is months of crafting. I did not want to rely on energy P2P up until the point it's one of the new features. I think it's when they're gonna make it that your AE system loads up instantly once you're in the world, and there will be no breakups or anything, because that might interrupt some crafts, because that did it to in my world. Whenever I relied on P2P, energy P2P, there were some really bad things that happened because of it, and it's not because I didn't load some chunks. I checked everything properly. Yeah, it's called power failing, yes. Yeah, I remember flying to like a very far away planet many times because this bullshit with the quantum portals, quantum bridges, cells that you have to power on the other end, and if you don't do that, it's gonna break or something else. Yeah, but now it should be a lot better, so I'm probably gonna try it if the god of Garden of Grind will allow me to update my world into 2.8 without any hard locks or whatever that's hard caps. It's when you can go over something to win the game. If that happens, then I'll probably stay on this version. Some people say it's going to happen and others don't. I don't know Precarious. I have no software engineering background, so I can't tell you that. Yeah, Precarious, there's always a bigger shark. There's always a bigger one that knows something you don't. Says the guy that has fallen off in the beginning of the conversation. I'm pretty self-conscious about it, but whatever. Oh, what's linear instead of exponential? We had something in a linear form and then it became exponential. What exactly? Or something is linear now and was exponential. Oh, so the calculating now calculates the network components in a linear way, which should probably slow the calculations down. how come now the thing that is not power failing and loads up everything instantly, if it became slower? Yeah, that's good to know. Well, soon we'll test it in our GOG world soon enough, in about 30 minutes. Once I'm done with the sulfur rubber recipe. I'm almost there. I'm almost AE2 positive here. Next stream surely. Yeah, if my next stream lasts for half a year, then maybe. You know, it's like I'll be sleeping in the background on the floor and then waking up and playing and sleeping and playing. Somebody's gonna be delivering food to me and stuff. Then maybe we'll see it by the end of the month. Well, again, probably not. Yes, it is. Sometimes I get patches, and they drop diamonds and mana beans. Oh, I got another bucket. I just can't pick it up. Wisps? No, wisps are supposed to be in Nether. That's the wisps I'm thinking about. I mean, that's the wisps you're talking about. I think yes. I hope one rubber bar will be enough to start the scribing tools journey into the Thaumcraft and into some Swede to get ourselves our first what's it called? Sugarcane, yes. Okay guys, can you enlighten me? Shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. I need to know the exact... I mean, I know that if you add water to a hot small coal boiler, it blows up. But is it going to happen when the red thing here is not full? If it's like halfway? Can I just... Yes, I could just rebuild it. Yeah, no, I have to add the water. But I don't want to do that because it's gonna explode. I'm just gonna add water and then heat it up. That's safer. Yeah, but again, it has to be hot. And it was like halfway hot. So maybe that wouldn't count, but I didn't want to check it. And I also need to bring back my items that I lost due to my stupidity. I don't want to wait for another 20 minutes to get them through experience. So let's just wait for some... No, it cannot go boom if the water is there. For example, mine ran out of water, like 0% water, and it was hot. And if you add water while it's hot, then it blows up. It's not because it ran out of water and blew up. No, it's not because of running out of water. I think it says it in the quest book about the small coal boiler that adding water to a dry hot boiler will cause it to explode. That's the red underlined thing that says it in a quest book. So I wanted to ask whether a dry hot boiler means like the full red column or like a half of it. I would place them down and put water in them 2 seconds later. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I remember that. It's because they already heat up a little, and then you add water, and it's basically boom. Kaboom. So let's prepare some Thaumcraft now. Oh, wait. Thaumcraft table. Novice thaumaturgy. Table. No. Two tables, two scribing tools, 16 paper. Two scribing tools is... Huh. Okay. It's the same recipe. Rubber bar turns into 8 rubber chips for... I don't need to get this. All I need is a bunch of... Oh, yeah. Mobs do that too. Yeah, mobs drop a bunch of viz. For now, I need a few researches. I got all this basically. So now on the tables it's 2 iron screws, a bunch of okay, this should be easy. Where are my slabs? Oh my god. The worst tool out of all is probably a saw. I hate building it. I hate crafting a saw. It needs a saw blade, then some other bullshit. One, two. What am I doing? Okay. Screwdriver. Poor driver. Scribing tools. Okay, 2 files. First of all, let's probably try to craft the I think it should be fine. Okay, our first rubber bar, then we immediately turn it into some rubber rounds, and then we immediately turn those into glass files by okay. Then we need some feathers. Where are my feathers? And some ink sacks. To unlock research, you need a scribing tool and paper. To do the research, you'll need a scribing tool and the research node you made in the research table. Do you have to right-click the tables to get a research table? Yes. Okay, got it. So we're back into Thaum, and look at how many. What's that, like aspects I already have? It's it all came from killing mobs with sword with this enchantment called. I don't even remember the name of the enchantment, but it basically gave me a lot of different aspects. So now we need some paper to start the research, and my first goal is to get to Swede, which is a very interesting weed. It needs Thaumic. Oh, and I also need this Necronomicon or whatever to see the researches. Man, I can't even spell it. Thaumanomicon, Thaunomic. Wow, illiteracy at its finest. Thaumanomicon. Thaumonomic. I think I spelled it this way already. Oh no. I think I missed a letter somewhere. And to get that, I must... You wonder if you could enchant a book with your wand so that it'll keep track of your... Oh, I think I have a book. Do I just need a book and I need to put it with a wand or something? How do I get this one? You should try that on a bookshelf. Well, okay, bookshelf it is. I think I can do it. I have 6 books, and I need only 3 for a bookshelf. Right? Please tell me there's a... Yeah, and 6 wood planks, which I can just compress in a compressor, but I also need wood pulp. And it's just macerating wood for the mortar, so pretty easy. 8 by what? I think 48 or something. We need 48 wood pulp. Actually, I have a macerator. I could have done that here. Just don't want to spend my steam. 40 seconds, please. No, thank you. Thank you. Okay, this one is done. Then we go ahead and get the steam compressor going. I should put it here. Yep, now it's gonna work. It's gonna take some time. Offhand is so good in Skyblocks. It's because of the newer version of Minecraft. Oh, is it because I need a lot of manual crafting and having an offhand? I know it did in 2.8. If I had to hammer gravel this often that I would need a backhand for the sake of conveniency, I would just drop the game. The same thing goes for killing skeletons. Okay, I think this actually is a major breakthrough, me getting to Thaum finally. I'm not the enjoyer. I think I suffer, and you can see that. Half the time I'm sitting with a shit face, and I'm like, what is going on? I mean, I understand everything that's going on in this game, literally. Well, apart from some stupid ass mechanics like why the hell do ender creepers still teleport around my base if I teleport locked everything with slabs and items on the ground? Why do they still teleport around when the Wikipedia specifically says that it's one chunk away, something like 24 blocks away or 36 blocks away, and there are still places that they find where they can teleport? That I do not understand. And I mean, if I was like, if I were like a masochist, I would destroy this mob farm and build a new one somewhere even farther away from here, you know? But I don't want to do that. So I think you can't call me a GOG enjoyer, because I do not enjoy this. I'm playing that because I love GTNH, and because I don't want to repeat the same playthrough I had before, by playing in like an overworld, in like a classic world, because I've already been there. Even though a lot of things have been added since then, I want to try something else, and that's why I'm playing Skyblock, and it has its ups and downs, and I'm trying to power my way through all of that, and sometimes it gets to me, yes, and I wouldn't say I'm happy doing that, but I'm okay. I get off on it just a little, but with enough pain. And obviously I tried my hardest to not do it daily, because sometimes, for example, yesterday I could have streamed, I think, but I realized that if I do it every day, I can burn and never come back in like 2 weeks or something, so I don't want that to happen. Because apparently I have this obligation to show up from time to time for you guys to be entertained or something. Well, of course nobody owes anybody anything, but since I'm somewhat of a Twitch streamer, I gotta be able to have the right dosage of it, not to burn. But nobody knows what's gonna happen. Sometimes you achieve a great thing in GTNH, like building a huge multi-block you've dreamed of building for like 2 months, and you finally do it, and you really want to play with this new multi-block, and then the next day you're like not feeling like you want to do it, like you want to play the game, and then drop it for a month after that. And when you come back, this win that you had isn't as rewarding, and you're basically like on a square zero, starting again with no dopamine rushing in your veins, no instant gratification that you got from or the delayed gratification that you got from the building this multi-block. So you basically start anew, and it's like you climb a step and you sit down on it until you don't feel like you climbed anything, and then you climb further. That's how you play the game. That is like a marathon kind of game, in my idea. So you never think about achieving the end of it, because there is no end until the last step of yours is this end, So, bookshelf. Where are the books? Okay, got the bookshelf. I don't want to misplace it, because as far as I understand, you drop books, not the bookshelf, if you break it. So let it be close to my bed, like I'm reading something while I'm sleeping. And let's hit it with a wand. Oh. I have a Petrus curse on my wand. There used to be a setting that could... I think you have to put it in your controls or something that change wand focus. Yeah, I have none. Plus whatever. And shift. Yeah. They said click with the wand on a bookshelf. Oh, the bookshelf disappeared, but at least I got the Thank God I got this. Okay, now let's open the book and see. Research expertise. Let's go test our thing. We need paper. Did we need paper? Where do I put paper? I don't even know these aspects, so there is no way. Since I don't have the lens. What was that called? Not like a lens. Thermometer. Gold casing, diamond lens. Oh. So no free discovering of aspects. I have to do it the hard way. In order to discover an aspect, I must combine those that I already have into something different and hope that one of those things is what is exactly what I need. So I'll go ahead and just combine everything with everything. I remember that this one I'm just gonna spend all my shit. Probably not getting what I need. Oh, I got the Lumino Lux, yeah. And the other one would probably going to be a vacuous, I think. It's just it's a hunch. No, it's not vacuous. What else can it be? What am I researching? Research expertise. So of course it's going to be something about the knowledge, which is senses. Plus it's going to be order. Ordo. Lux because it's enlightenment. And knowledge is power. Maybe something about power. Fire plus Pertitio. Fire plus Potentia. I already got the Potentia. Magic. Well, magic is really important. I'm glad I discovered it. Of course, I could go on Wikipedia and look into all of this and see what's the right aspect that is here. But I want to try to guess it myself. Lux. What shouldn't it's not supposed to be something late game like Infernus. These are pretty late game. Or like that bullshit with the boots that you can barely get through granite, I think, or something like that. Metal. Now I'm wasting my... Okay, research. Research cheat sheet. Let's go. Aspects of magic. Cognitio, lux, ordo, sensus. Cognitio. Brains. Those are probably fire plus human. No? Fire plus... What is brain? It's human plus light, air. I don't remember. Human and beast, I tried that. something else is missing that I can't connect with, you know? Census plus human? That would be the most... The cog one. Machina, I don't know. Maybe it does have a flowchart of aspects, but they are all, look, if that's what you're talking about, they are known. I can't do anything about them until they're discovered. So we have to think about this one here. The first one who wins is a good guy. Because apparently all of you did some bad shit in your life, and if you want to resurrect, here it's time. Brains, it's... I remember doing all this, but I don't remember the humans. Oh, okay. Portfolio. Lux plus. Maybe. It's not here, but I don't know where that is. The thing you're talking about. Combining the aspects. Primal aspect. Yeah, if you know it, there's a chart. But if you don't know something, there isn't. Oh, maybe modus too. This modus thing that we don't have. Modus is air plus order. Air plus order. And if we put modus plus human, no. And modus plus beast, no. How do we get brains? I'm gonna Google that. Spiritus and Ignis. We don't even have the Spiritus, do we? Let's think about the Spiritus then. It's probably something about death and humans. How do I get death? Death is life and probably perditio. Yes. No. What did I get? Corpus. Different one. Spiritus is humans plus modus. Modus is air plus order. What? Humanus modus. I Oh no, I looked at the wrong thing. Its components are victus and mortus. Victus is life and mortus is death. So life and death, we combine life and death and we get brains. And death is life plus perditio. Combining life and death. Death gets a spiritus and spiritus plus fire equals the brain. Finally, we got it. Okay, now let's connect those guys. Obviously, the candle goes with the air. Spiritus. Air and spirit can be possible. No, I lost it. life plus the owl is okay. I can connect that, but the owl plus air spiritus. Oh, okay. That's pretty easy now. Yeah, and oh, this potential thing plus vacuous magic done. Did it in a pretty unusual configuration, but we got our first research done, which unlocked research mastery in the construction table. I don't know why I did that. I don't even need this thing at the moment. I'm looking for Swede. I'm looking for what am I looking for? Swede is what researches? Thaumic basis, thaumic nature. Thaumic basis. Thaumic nature. Yes. There's another mysterious element here. Let's look what that is. Thaumic nature. Herba and messes. Messes, as far as I remember, those are crops, and it's basically humans plus food of some sorts. Herba, yeah, I got it from the first try. Look, I'm smart enough to do it. It's like, do you know this game called Alchemy? Like on your phone, you can play it on your phones or something, like an alchemist or something, and there's like more than 600 different elements like that, and you just combine all of them between each other, and you get new elements. Like you combine humans plus stone, you get like tools or something, and basically have to move up the tiers and try to figure the more and more intricate items. And I think I've just played too much of it, so now I know a lot of it, but not everything, of course. Am I playing TC4? Yeah, it's fun. Why are you so specific about the number of TC I'm playing? Because, I mean, if it's TC5, then it's not. There's no research, or they bricked it. Oh, okay. So, interesting. It's like, it's the second time that I noticed that we play on like older versions of some mods, and they're actually better than the newer ones. Speaking about GT6, which sucks ass because nobody plays it. And we're playing GT, 5.4 here, and the same thing happens with, you were saying it's better, but you're saying nobody's playing it. Hence, it's not better. Yeah, but that's what we need. But I understand your idea. That GTNH is better, but if we take just the Greg Tech into consideration from this mod pack, then it's actually a lot worse than the GT6. Yeah. But it loses in the long run because of not being able to be here to be compatible with these mods. Because this is what the major audience needs, and we don't get that. What am I doing? Humans. Brains. Nature. Brains. Fire. Thaumic nature is done, and now I can... Oh, actually, guys, that's what I thought about. When I reached LUV or something, or maybe UV level, I needed a lot of iron ingots for my compressed solar farm, and I realized that metal eat is the best thing ever. I averaged like a 1 million of iron ingots per hour, I think, with this exact setup of metal eat in an automatic farm. Right now we don't really have this means of farming it, but planting like a bunch of chunks with metal eat, and maybe even watering it with a watering can give us some iron, I think. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Oh, it's good that I have all the elements discovered. Just gonna quickly do it. I don't know what ore pigs are, honestly. Never researched it in my previous gameplay. Oh, I ran out of order. I also know about the... Oh, okay. You feed them cobble. I wish I had cobble, man, but it's actually... I would rather farm iron than farm cobble. I would rather feed them iron than cobble. I would rather them shit out cobble. So, if I remember correctly, every 30 or 15 seconds in this menu of Thaumcraft 4, you can get some kind of like shimmering or flickering which you might interact with, and that's gonna grant you a few aspects. Is that true? Precarious, do you know anything about it? Yeah, I read that on GitHub in the Thaumcraft section, that sometimes something happens and you gotta do something to get free points. Bugged. All my aspects have it. Yeah, but how do I mean, I don't have order. I can't finish anything now. All my primal aspects are gone. Okay, I'm just gonna revisit the GitHub and just tell you all I read there. So, but wait, how do you do the researches? You have only a few primals when starting out in your Thaumcraft journey, and you don't have a thermometer yet. Obtaining a thermometer requires a diamond lens, which you can't make until LV post-lathe and cutting machines. Well, we haven't even made LV circuits yet. Our answer is abusing an obscure mechanic. Bonus points. Probably yes. Ever notice these annoying shimmers in the top left of the aspects in this research bar? Those are actually free research points. Every 30 seconds, each research table in the world will randomly select a block in a roughly 8 by 8 by 8 radius and check if it is in the whitelisted bonus points table. Most whitelisted blocks give what you would expect. What? No, Oh, yes, look, I got order. Yeah. Look, since they're shining, it means that they're every 30 seconds a random one gets filled up by by one, I guess. So look, I got one order by just reading this thing now. Yeah, and it means that I have what? I don't know what I have that has order. There are many items that have order. Well, it goes away because I can spend it, but it goes back over time. So I need to put the table somewhere around all the primal aspects at least, so I could craft anything out of them if I wanted to. Probably, okay, if I'm thinking correctly, aqua. No, even if I spend it, it doesn't go away. It still shines because there is a block that gives the aspects a refill, you know? I think that's the mechanic here. So as long as your table is around blocks that have the aspects, they're gonna get refilled over time with a very random chance every 30 seconds. So I have 2 aspects. Yeah, I have 2 aspects and 167 and 1. So every 30 seconds, right? Each research table in the world will randomly select a block in roughly 8 by 8 by 8 radius and check if it is the whitelisted bonus points table. Maybe it does. But now the seconds have happened and I don't see it changing. Okay. I'm just gonna try to get water somewhere to see if it can shoot. To see if it's gonna count water. No, now it's not even counting the order because I don't have it. Or maybe the torch had it, which was destroyed. But there are many other torches nearby. Yeah, for some reason now the order is not counted into this whole thing. Okay, I don't care. I got the research and now we can... And then there's the red lawn, which is basically free Lazulia. Okay, Metallite is just that plus seeds plus Metallomortar Invictus. Pretty easy. So we can do that, or we can go further and wait. Swede is just any grass plus Modus Invictus. Okay. Let's get grass. Please tell me I had grass. Well, okay. Not really. I wouldn't say so. I will never have actual gameplay because I'm always gonna be backtracked by something. So, let me think about it. What is my problem now? getting grass. Grass grows on dirt that is tilled, while there is no water blocks in a huge radius around it, so... Or when there is a water block in a radius. No, I didn't. I plan on getting them as soon as I get the cocoa beans from some other quests that I can't complete at the moment. I'm getting there with all I do, I think. Can somebody remind me how to make grass? You have to till something? Oh, you had to plant crops that were going to grow into... Yeah, crop sticks that would grow into weed that's gonna get me some grass blocks, and then I grow grass. I had all of this, I just decided not to pick up the grass, you know. Stupid. I should have done that. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, maybe there's like a... No, there isn't a single recipe. Oh, I can turn dirt into a grass block through alchemical transmogrification. But it needs Victus plus Herba aspects and a lot of research. Pain. There's like some kind of topiary grass, which you need 4 seeds around a dirt. You craft a topiary grass, and that is not the grass I need, probably. Let's look at the transmutation of cocoa. There's a Botania recipe that turns pumpkin seeds into cocoa beans, but getting that is not nearly... No, there isn't a way. I don't see any. Okay. What is mutandis? It's witchery. It's this cauldron. I don't care about the witchery saplings. I just need some grass. Yeah, I was gonna do crops anyway, so let's just get a few. Where would I want to plant my crops? Probably somewhere around here. I don't want to do a big patch, just like a regular one. Regular patch of grass. What's the sugar for? Which sugar? Okay. No, yeah, it's for sugar canes. Sugar canes I need to finish the quest called Morn's manual to Fecund Farms, and the quest reward is cocoa beans. And cocoa beans is a straight up contender for a easy way of multiplying villagers beyond their usual cap that they get while breeding the normal way. So this is my idea. And if I remember correctly, you put cocoa beans on jungle trees, which I do have. At least I had some jungle trees, jungle tree blocks. Where are they actually? Yeah, I've got... yeah, the cookie arrow thing, yes. Yeah, they're jungle wood, I have some. You can probably do that and make more cocoa beans. So let's go ahead and do I need to plant anything on those crop sticks, or are they gonna grow weeds themselves without any crops on them? I think it's just going to weed on its own. Okay. I think 3 is enough. I'm just gonna cover the sides of it so that I get some grass. And then once I get one grass block, I can just spam it with bone meal till I get grass. One good thing that I noticed in this game while I was on the moon, you can imagine that, I found a tool that I was able to... I was stranded on a moon and I had to fight for oxygen, and the thing is that I had just enough resources to craft nothing else but this little thing. I forgot the name of. Basically, it can shear leaves just like shears do, you know. Bowline. It's just a 9 nugget plus bone plus emerald. So this is what I'm going to use to get my... Yeah, I got some tricks up my sleeve as well. Ultra rare default recipe, yeah, exactly. It helped me a ton while I was stranded on the moon, and I remember I was killing like hundreds of skeletons, not the skeletons, but just mobs in order to get the emerald needed for the craft and iron ingot. That was crazy. It cuts leaves and well, what if it just... I know for sure that it can cut leaves like shears, but can harvest trapped plants and cobwebs. That's the description of the item. So it's like shears, you know. But I'm not sure it can do anything to the sheep. I'm not sure about that. Probably just leaves and some other things like grass, which is exactly what I need. Because shears... Yeah. Does ChatGPT have a pronunciation of this thing? Is it bowline or bolin? Or boline? What the hell is that? How do I pronounce it? I think it's bolin. Okay, so the thing is here. And we just wait. Wait, and wait. I think weeds grow faster if we place a plant on one of the crop sticks and place a few crop sticks around that. And those are gonna just grow sideways, you know? I think that's Just a better way of doing that than just waiting on weeds to appear. It can take hours. Bowline, okay. Oh, it's spelled with double L. Oh, you found it, okay. Bowline. Well. So, let's go ahead and craft cauldron while we're waiting. And turn it into a... Oh, we need some more iron. Well, so I need a lot of iron, and again, I can just go and grab myself a few iron leggings and just crush them in here, and that'll be it. A very easy and cool thing, which no amount of XP bearers can get you. So it's 7, so 14. Oh, wait. Skill issue. Cauldron done. Where do we place it? Let's place it somewhere here. Oh, the cauldron needs the... Like, what is this thing that's underneath the cauldron that needs like flame or something? So netherrack, right? Or the thing called nitro, like alumentum, and there's this orange one called nitro something. That's basically like an endless fire underneath your cauldron. Niter, yes. Niter. And Wizard sells it, so we can probably, yeah. I think I saw it in one of my villagers. I'm just gonna go ahead and check if they have it in their pool. Trade pool. Thaumcraft villager. The dark purple one. This one sells alumentum. Oh, I need morning to see everybody. Probably should have gone ahead and placed a few torches around this thing. There's a pretty low chance of that appearing in the first trade, so we'll probably have to spend some emeralds rolling these guys. I'm gonna grab some emeralds. Maybe there's a better way. Okay, I'm just gonna cauldron. Maybe there's a better way of firing up that thing. At least not for edible soup, but for essential slurry. Get yourself a cauldron, give it a solid whack with your wand, place some netherrack 2 blocks under the crucible, and set it on fire with some flint and steel. Oh, look. Look, I don't think the torch works, but they give us a whole 1 netherrack from just building a crucible. It's an item reward. I wonder if I can do anything with it, like something else. I remember we talked about getting netherrack and how impossible that is in this world, but actually getting 1 netherrack is totally possible. Which means what? Do we have anything? Like netherrack duplication? That would kickstart the whole thing? Nah, I don't think so. But at least we don't have to wait for the trade. It's done now. So cauldron is done, and we whack it with a wand, and we pick it up with our pickaxe. Oh my god. That was painful. Guys, the quests are not open. I'm nowhere here. I'm not even... It's not happening for me. I got the crucible. Well, I'm going to try to work with the torch here. Maybe it might work. I'm gonna place a torch right here and a crucible on top. Maybe B. So, I think we need water first. 1,000 water. It's supposed to be bubbly. It's not. It's not bubbly right now. Yeah, I have means of burning things. I have flint and steel from one of the mobs, but I need a block that burns forever, and that is not netherrack, because I can't get netherrack. I mean, just like demonic blood or something. Even if I could, it's gonna require combs at least. Okay, so the emeralds are the only thing I can rely on in this situation by just trading in the... Okay, I got the weeds first. That's good. Where's this dude that sold? Yeah, just need to buy a ring from him. Very important ring. No, there's no fire starter. Oh, there is. But it has like a... It has like a netherrack icon. Netherracky, I would say. It needs 2 netherrack large. Oh no, forget about it. It's past. It's almost MD. It's LV plus. Amber. Recipe's locked. Let's go look at some other recipes. This dude sells this stone capacity. We gotta check everything we can here. I'm buying some bullshit we do not need. 4 quicksilver. This guy's locked. Unlucky. We had some other dudes. This one was already tried. This guy sells purifying bath salts for 7. -7, that is. Come on, wizard. Do your magic to me. On me. Again, Ember. What? I can't get Ember, thus unlocking the trades effectively. So I gambled and I lost. I effed around and found out there are no villagers now that are. Oh, there's one more, but it's about books. I don't have this many books, and crafting them is a pain in the arse. Look at the crafting recipe right here. Oh yes, larvae. Hi. Indeed, a bit masochistic here. Though, sorry, Larry. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna off my stream soon. I've been streaming for like what? Like 2.5 hours, and I'm pretty tired already. So, yeah, they do sell bookshelves. I could probably get some. I'm just thinking, even if I go through with all this, the bookshelves and the books and that the last trade of the last guy, it's still gonna get locked by some bullshit. And the more effective thing is just by killing some of them and making them breed again. I think that's what I'm gonna do. There's a steam locomotive. I think this is very important. Librarians, I think it's a new thing. Oh, actually, I can buy bookshelves. I'm gonna buy as many as I can. I actually found a villager that sells that. So, and now we're just gonna break them. What if I get lucky with this? 21 books. And let's find the guy. Yeah, here it is. Knowledge fragment. Chicken nugget? What? What is chicken nugget? Paltry queen. Oh, there's another one. Sells like ring of runic protection. $22 gold coin that I can get. I'll come back in a second. Ring of protection. No, I don't need that. We're in Thaum already. Just like with the tip of our. But you know. Or I think it's rather the thumb is in our asses with the tip of its P, because we are pretty deep in all this and we can't get out of it. I went here to buy to get myself a few coins, gold coins. I hope those will be enough. And then to complete a trade. That's enough. First shard, okay. We're moving. We're still there. So when are you going to change your assortment? Do you need to buy it another time? Okay. Where is he? Go. That was a different. The dude just ran away from me. Is that him? Yeah. No. Where is he? It's like those scammers. As long as you buy something from them, they GTFO from Discord so fast that you can barely catch them do it. It's like he struck up a deal of his lifetime and just ran away. Where's the dude? What if he ran away and... Oh, there's another villager with a ring. What if he ran away and just died in this thing? Alimentum again? Chicken nugget. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Knowledge fragment. Now we're looking at him very closely. He's gonna upgrade soon. Chicken nugget. I got like these nuggets. Like every second wizard had the nugget recipe. Unlucky. So we're back to square one. Oh, we have to think about a way to fire up our crucible. Netherrack is not there. Alimentum, Niter is not there. Nothing is anywhere. Alimentum. Well, alright guys, I'm going to think about it real hard while I'm sleeping, and hopefully soon I will be able to continue playing. And I'll probably be able to go further and get a few metal eat and a few sweets and maybe cocoa beans plus the villager multiplication, multiplication I think that's called. Yeah, and then we'll be able to get a simmering comb, tinker's tools and stuff, hammers. A lot of things can be done, and essentially the essence berries first of all, because we lack experience. We're like we don't have sufficient amount of that, so all of that is going to be done during our next stream. So guys, thank you all for watching. Even though some of you tuned in later than usual, and I'm sorry you didn't catch me earlier, but if I stay for more than an hour from now on, I'm just gonna become like a vegetable, barely speaking. It's kind of late in where I am, so okay, bye everybody. I'll see you soon.